I've made two videos about manga that I think deserve more attention. Well, new manga. That being Kagurabachi and Gachikuda. And those have a pretty good big community now. And I think they're both doing great. With Gachikuda getting an anime and Gokurakugai being high in sales and being up there with some of the best manga currently and Jump. But there is a manga that I think needs some more light on it. By the title of this video, you know that I will be speaking about Gokurakugai. Now, Gokurakugai is published in Shonen Jump, but instead of weekly, it's a monthly serialization. It's created by Yuto Sano, and it's a supernatural manga. A lot of the supernatural manga out right now are Exorcist based, but Gokurakugai is a little different. Now, the one shot of Gokurakugai. Before I speak on the current Gokurakugai, I'm going to talk a little about Gokurakugai in 2020 and how it differs from now. So the setup is basically still the same. These two troubleshooters work in a red light district, getting jobs for money, you know? I feel like the setup in the one shot is definitely better than how they do it in the manga. The main story for the one shot was just this mermaid girl going to these troubleshooters to help her get her bigger sister back, because her sister was taken by this beast man, and he used her for like an attraction, basically. In the current monthly series, the plot is basically the same, but the main thing Alma and Tao go against are these things called Manga. And Manga are described as resurrected corpses. The first few chapters are light on the story. In the first chapter, there's this person who became friends with this beastman, and they did art together, and he suddenly disappeared, and Alma and Tao helped him find him. That's the first chapter. We see that mangas are a thing, and we also see what Alma is about. In chapter 2, it's kind of an emotional chapter somewhat, because they meet this kid on the way to the gravesite, and they also help him because he's there to see his grandfather, and he tells them how his grandfather ended up dying. In the current stage of Gokurakugai, right now there's this group of manga human hybrids like Alma. Yeah, I'll tell you that later. We're trying to figure out who they are and how to stop them, because one claims to know, assume he's the leader, like he claims to know who Alma is. You see, all we know about Alma is that he was taken in by Sister Tao and became part of the anti-Manga organization, right? And she tells us that he has Manga blood in him. And when he uses his powers, he has to pull this stake out of his chest. And Sister Tao is like the key to him using his Manga abilities. And that's all we know about Alma as far as right now. Since I talked about Alma, I'm just going to talk about the rest of the characters. So we have Sister Tao, who is obviously the second main character. And the backstory for her is that she had this little brother that she would always protect, and then their dad would like abuse them. And the rest of how that story plays out, I'm not going to speak on it. That's just going to have to be something you find out if you decide to read this, you know? So, Sister Tao, she uses these bullets to kill Manga, and they're made from the blood that is inside of Alma. And the people who made those weapons are Yoki Kuragane, who's a beastman, and Dara Kunagane, who's a regular human. Both of them make the weapons that are used when killing Manga. Alma and Tao aren't the only ones that's out killing Manga. There's also another person named Nei. that's my favorite character design. And she has blood, not manga blood, but her blood is special also because it attracts manga, and she uses that to kill them. And they were all trained by Ryu. Hey, his design is cool too. But Ryu's cool. We don't know about his backstory. We just know that he is professional when it comes to killing manga and stuff. And the last person that I'm going to speak about is Tatsuomi, who's introduced in chapter 3 of Gokurakugai. He gives the information to Sister Tao and Amma for money. And every time he does that, he flirts with Sister Tao. He flirts with pretty much any girl that he finds attractive. And that's all I got for the characters. Now, there's 2 other things that I think really make Gokurakugai an interesting manga for this new generation. And that's the art and the fights. The art style, it's so sharp and clean. You can really tell the direction of the fights. And just the character designs with Tatsuomi and Nei, who I said is my favorite character design. Both of them have some of my favorite character designs in all the series. And with the art style being this clean, it really fits in with the current generation because a lot of manga right now are just great with an art style. As I said with Gokurakugai, which right now my favorite new gen manga since Jujutsu Kaisen is ended. But the fights are also well coordinated and they look very clean and fast, and you can really feel the power. I would say that right now there aren't any crazy fights because we're still early on in the story, but I do feel like it's going to start getting drastically insane. But hey, that's all I really got for this video. But if you liked it, go check it out, and peace.